Welcome to Team Ocho's live reading. This book is from Alinka Rutkowska. Filled with the wisdom of the ages, Read Me, I Am Magical is geared toward those embarking on a journey of personal growth. Alinka Rutkowska gifts us with essential life lessons to connect us to our inner potential and our ability to create a conscious life. The book I'm going to read walks the reader through a series of practical yet powerful steps designed to open the doorway to more insight, unconditional love, and genuine happiness in your life. What I am about. We are what we think. All that we are arises with our thoughts. With our thoughts, we make the world. If you've enjoyed other books on reality creation, you'll love this. Even if you've disliked other books on reality creation, you'll still love it. What you hold in your hands is the documented scientific research, or should I say, this book I'm reading right now is the documented scientific research behind reality creation, including a workbook. You are the magician of your life. It is your show, and by mastering your thoughts, you create everything in it. It dissolves the fog surrounding the reality creation phenomenon and provides you with a set of tools to make it work for you. This book is a guided tour of the intricate mechanism of your thoughts, teaching you how to master it in such a way that you attract into your life the love, joy, wealth, health, youth, peace, beauty, wisdom, and power you desire. The message at the heart of Read Me, I Am Magical is that everything you wish for in your life already exists in your mind, and that there is a universal law that can transform this into reality in your day-to-day life. Just like gravity, this law applies to everything and everyone. But what is still not clear to most people is how to put it into practice. By the time you finish reading this, however, you will possess all the skills and knowledge you will need to master this magical law and change your life forever. The information and techniques found here are not taught in any school or in any middle or higher education facility, although the author believes they should be among the very first things we learn. Now they are in our hands. You have the power to make remarkable use of them, and I'm sharing this to you. You now have all it takes to make the magic work. Man's mind, once stretched by a new idea, never regains its original dimensions. Neither will yours. Believe nothing just because a so called wise person said it. Believe nothing just because a belief is generally held. Believe nothing just because it is said in ancient books. Believe nothing just because it is said to be of divine origin. Believe nothing just because someone else believes it. Believe only what you yourself test and judge to be true. You see, but you do not observe. From Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Self awareness. In order to be powerful, we need our senses to be working at their fullest potential. We tend to behave like Dr. Watson in the dialogue shown above. We see, yet we do not observe. Awareness of self is crucial because it enables us to recognize who we are and spot any unhelpful patterns we may have developed. Having understood those negative patterns we might be clinging to, we can change them. Awareness is the starting point of any change. If we are not aware that something is wrong, then we will never change it. We must be aware of ourselves. We must not only see but also observe. In order to observe and be aware of ourselves, we need to ask ourselves questions related to our senses, thoughts, and feelings. The following is a very helpful exercise that can greatly increase our powers of awareness. Exercise 1. Awareness. At some point during the day or night, take time to ask yourself the following questions. First, what am I seeing? Second, what am I hearing? Third, what am I smelling? Fourth, what am I tasting? Fifth, what am I touching? And subsequently, sixth, what am I thinking? Seventh, what am I feeling? Questions 6 and 7 are extremely important because, as we will learn, thought accompanied by feeling is the key element of reality creation. Later, try to recall the exact moment you ask yourself these 7 questions and bring to mind the sensations you felt in response. Repeat this often. This exercise will trigger the power of awareness, which in turn will trigger telepathic and intuitive faculties. Awareness is the starting point of all reality creation endeavors and the foundation for developing psychic awareness, as well as many other magical qualities, is meditation. Meditation, the gift of learning to meditate, is the greatest gift you can give yourself in this life. For it is only through meditation that you can undertake the journey to discover your true nature and so find a stability and confidence you will need to live and die well. Meditation is the road to enlightenment. How many thoughts are there running through your mind in a given moment? A lot? Think about it. Look at your watch and measure how much time you actually spend focusing on just one thought. Not very long. This persistent chaos in our heads gives us little opportunity to focus on any one thing, let alone our real selves. Meditation is an amazing technique that allows us to look into ourselves, our real selves, and to listen to our inner voice. It also enables us to get in touch with our higher consciousness and to achieve inner peace and a deeper understanding about the world around us. Furthermore, as the gateway to focused reality creation, we can use meditation to control and create our lives on all levels: physical, material, mental, and spiritual. It was derived from the Eastern world. Meditation is an ancient technique that has been used for centuries by sages, magicians, witches, and monks, whose works testify to its powers. Adaptations of the Eastern meditation techniques are increasingly being practiced in Western culture. Science of meditation. Meditation has attracted substantial interest from scientists who are now able to use new technologies to see exactly what goes on inside the brains of individuals who practice meditation. Research has shown that regular meditation actually alters the way the brain is wired, and that these changes could be at the core of claims that meditation can improve health and well-being. Recent research indicates that meditating, even for just 10 minutes, can have dramatic effects Several studies have demonstrated that the brains of people who meditate, even for a short time, generate a higher frequency of alpha waves, electromagnetic waves produced by a relaxed brain, and experience less anxiety and depression. To discover which part of the brain is most influenced by meditation, researchers at Harvard Medical School used high resolution magnetic resonance imaging on participants to monitor their brain activity as they meditated. They concluded that meditation activates those sections of the brain responsible for the autonomic nervous system, which in turn governs bodily functions that conventional medical science tells us we have no conscious control over. These include digestion and blood pressure, which are all too often adversely affected by stress. The conclusion was that modulating these functions would help toward of stress-related conditions such as heart disease, digestive problems, and infertility. It is claimed that meditation may also increase the volume of so-called gray matter in your brain, a major component of the central nervous system. This was the conclusion of researchers at the University of California, Los Angeles, who also used MRI to scan the brains of people who practice meditation. In this study, the researchers reported that certain regions in the brains of long-term meditators were larger than those in members of a control group. Specifically, they showed significantly larger volumes of regions known for regulating emotion, the hippocampus and areas within the orbitofrontal cortex, the thalamus, and the inferior temporal gyrus. We know that people who consistently meditate have a singular ability to cultivate positive emotions, retain emotional stability, and engage in mindful behavior, said Eileen Luthers, lead author and a postdoctoral research fellow at the UCLA Laboratory of Neuroimaging. The observed differences in brain anatomy might give us a clue why meditators have these exceptional abilities, she added. A separate study published in Psychosomatic Medicine involved a randomly selected group of 90 cancer patients. They were taught mindfulness, a type of meditation. After 7 weeks, those patients who had practiced meditation reported that they felt significantly less depressed, anxious, angry, and confused than lead members of the control group who hadn't meditated. The meditators also seemed to have more energy and had fewer heart and gastrointestinal problems than did the other group. Another study concluded that positive emotions such as loving, kindness, and compassion can be triggered through meditation. Subjects in this study were asked first to concentrate on their loved ones and to wish them well-being and freedom from suffering. After some training, they were asked to generate such feelings towards all beings without thinking about anyone in particular. using functional magnetic resonance imaging. Scientists concluded that through training, people can develop skills that promote happiness and compassion. Other health benefits associated with meditation include better sleep, lower blood pressure, improved immunity, and the ability to stay centered and calm in stressful situations. Meditation helps us do less yet accomplish more. Brainwave patterns visibly alter during meditation. Before meditation, a normal person has unbalanced brainwave patterns. After 15 minutes, both brain hemispheres become synchronized in deep meditation. After 25 minutes and continued synchronization, the benefits are infinite. The benefits of meditation are limitless, but let's name just 100. So these are the physiological benefits. The first one is lowers oxygen consumption. Second, reduces respiratory rate. Third, increases blood flow and slows heart rate. Fourth, increases tolerance to exercise. Fifth, enables deeper levels of physical relaxation. Six, reduces blood pressure. Seventh, lowers blood lactate levels. 8. Eases muscle tension. 9th, helps alleviate chronic conditions, including allergies and arthritis. 10th, reduces symptoms of premenstrual syndrome. 11th, assists post-operative healing. 12th, enhances the immune system. 13th, reduces activity of viruses and emotional distress. 14th, boosts energy levels, strength, and fitness. 15, helps with weight loss. 16, reduces number of free radicals and minimizes tissue damage. 17, boosts skin resistance. 18, reduces cholesterol levels, lowering risk of cardiovascular disease. 19, improves flow of air to the lungs, resulting in easier breathing. 20th, slows the aging process. 21st, raises levels of DHEAS or dehydroepiandrosterone. 22nd, prevents, slows, or controls pain associated with chronic diseases. 23rd, makes you sweat less. 24th, cures headaches and migraines. 25th, increases orderliness of brain functioning. 26th, reduces need for medical care. 27th, boosts energy efficiency. 28th, makes participants more inclined to get involved in sports and other activities. 29th, significantly relieves asthma symptoms. 30th, improves performance in athletic events. 31st, normalizes our optimum weight. 32nd, harmonizes our endocrine system. 33rd, relaxes our nervous system. 34th, produces lasting beneficial changes in brain's electrical activity. 35th, cures infertility. The stress of infertility can interfere with the release of hormones that regulate ovulation. So these are the psychological benefits below, or as follows. 36th, builds self-confidence. 37th, increases serotonin levels, which affect mood and behavior. 38th, helps resolve phobias and fears. 39th, helps control thoughts. 40th, helps with focus and concentration. 41st, increases creativity. 42nd, increases brainwave coherence. 43rd, improves learning ability and memory. 44th, increases feelings of vitality and rejuvenation. 45th, increases emotional stability. 46th, improves relationships. 47th, reduces rate of mental deterioration. 48th, makes it easier to cut out bad habits. 49th, helps develop intuition. 50th, increases productivity. 51st, improves relations at home and at work. 52nd, enables you to assess situations with greater clarity and perspective. 53rd, helps you to ignore superfluous issues. 54th, increases ability to solve complex problems. 55th, purifies your character. 56th, develops willpower. 57th, improves communication between the two brain hemispheres. 58th, helps you react more quickly and effectively to stressful situations. 59th, improves perceptual ability and motor performance. 60th, boosts growth rate of intelligence. 61st, increases job satisfaction. 62nd, increases the capacity for intimate contact with loved ones. 63rd, decreases susceptibility to mental illness. 64th, improves social interaction. 65th, reduces aggressive tendencies. 66th, make it easier to quit bad habits such as smoking or excessive drinking. 67th, reduces need for and dependency on drugs and or medication. 68th, makes you need less sleep. 69th, helps you to fall asleep more easily, can help cure insomnia. 70th, increases sense of responsibility. 71st, reduces road rage. 72nd, decreases restless thinking. 73rd, decreases tendency to worry. 74th, increases listening skills and empathy. 75th, helps you to make more accurate judgments. 76, increases tolerance levels. 77. Gives you composure needed to act in considered and constructive ways. 78. Helps you to develop a stable, more balanced personality. 79. Boosts emotional maturity. Next is spiritual benefits. 88. Helps you keep things in perspective. 81st. Provides peace of mind. Is a great way to a happiness. Peace of mind is a gateway to happiness. 82nd, helps you discover your purpose. 83rd, increases self-actualization. 84th, increases compassion. 85th, increases wisdom. 86th, facilitates a deeper understanding of yourself and others. 87th, harmonizes body, mind, and spirit. 88, encourages a deeper level of spiritual relaxation. 89th, increases acceptance of oneself. 90th, helps you to learn forgiveness. 91st, changes attitudes to life. 92nd, creates a deeper relationship with the spiritual world. 93rd, allows you to attain enlightenment. 94th, improves ability to focus on your inner self. 95th, helps with living in the present moment. 96th, creates a widening, deepening capacity for love. 97th, allows you to discover the power and consciousness beyond the ego. 98, allows you to experience an inner sense of knowingness. 99, allows you to experience a sense of oneness. And 100, increases synchronicity in your life. Meditation in various spiritual movements. Meditation is a component of many religions. It's also practiced outside religious traditions. Let's look at the aspect of meditation in major religions. Buddhism. Buddhist meditation is mainly concerned with transforming the mind and using it to explore itself and other phenomena. The historical Buddha, Siddhartha Gautama, was said to have achieved enlightenment while meditating. In Buddhist mythology, there were 28 Buddhas, all of whom used meditation to achieve spiritual progress. Christianity. Christian traditions include various practices that can be identified as forms of meditation. Monastic traditions are the basis for many of these. Catholic practices such as the Rosary and the Adoration, focusing on the Eucharist, or the Hesychast tradition of a prayer in Eastern Orthodoxy, are all comparable to forms of Eastern meditation that focus on an individual object. Hinduism. The earliest specific references to meditation in Hindu literature states that having becoming calm and concentrated, one perceives the self at one within oneself. Yoga, one of the six orthodox schools of Hindu philosophy, focuses on meditation. The word yoga is derived from the Sanskrit yuj, which means to control, yoke, or unite. It refers to techniques and disciplines of asceticism and meditation that lead to spiritual experience. Yogic practices help to control the mind and senses so the ego can be transcended and a true self experienced, leading to moksha, liberation. Islam. A Muslim is obliged to pray 5 times a day, once before sunrise, at noon, in the afternoon, after sunset, and once at night. During prayer, a Muslim focuses and meditates on God by reciting the Quran and engaging in dhikr to reaffirm and strengthen the bond between Creator and creation. This guides the soul to the truth. Such meditation is intended to help maintain a feeling of spiritual peace. The Islamic prophet Muhammad spent long periods in contemplation and meditation. It was during one such period that he began to receive the revelations of the Quran. Judaism. The Jewish mystical tradition, Kabbalah, is inherently a meditative field of study. The Talmud teaches that the scholar has an advantage over the prophet because he develops an understanding that is both intellectual and conceptual, allowing the scholar to think more deeply and communicate his wisdom to others. The advantage the prophet has over the scholar lies therefore in the transcendence of his intuitive vision. The ideal illumination is achieved when the insights of mystical revelation are brought into conceptual structures, corresponding to the learning of Kabbalah or its traditional meditative practices. For the Kabbalist, the ultimate purpose of its study is to understand and be at one with the divine. Of all the self-improvement techniques within the psychic and spiritual fields, meditation is by far the most effective. It's also the most simple. So far, we have learned how science acknowledges meditation and how it is present in all major religions. We have also looked at the incredible properties of meditation. Now, to answer the million-dollar question, how to meditate. There are numerous resources available, including books, DVDs, and study programs. Ultimately, however, the best way to learn is the way that works best for you. After all, you know better than anyone how to get in touch with your inner self. According to Roger Thompson, PhD, a practicing psychologist and Zen meditator, there's a surefire way to know if the method you have adopted is right for you. If you're feeling better at the end, you're probably doing it right. The following meditation exercise is one I find extremely effective, one which has allowed me to achieve many of the physiological, psychological, and spiritual benefits listed earlier. Exercise 2, meditation. Environment. Make sure you are undisturbed. Posture. Different spiritual traditions and different teachers within those traditions prescribe or suggest different physical postures for meditation, including sitting, flat on your back, and standing postures. Perhaps the most famous are cross-legged sitting postures, such as the lotus position as in figure 1. However, any position is comfortable for you will be correct. Providing, of course, that your spine is straight and you're not slouched. Meditation Part 1 allows the head to fall forward on the chest. Breathe deeply in and out 3 times. Return to the upright position. Second, allow the head to tip fully backwards. Breathe deeply in and out 3 times. Return to the upright position. Third, tip the head as far as possible to the left. Breathe deeply in and out 3 times. Return to the upright position. Fourth, tip the head as far as possible to the right. Breathe deeply in and out 3 times. Return to the upright position. Fifth, allow the head to fall forwards. Then move it in an anti-clockwise circle 3 times. Sixth, repeat the last exercise, moving the head clockwise 3 times. Return to the upright position. Seventh, breathe in through the nose with a number of short, sharp intakes until the lungs are full. Hold it a moment. Then suddenly exhale through the mouth with a ha sound. Do this 3 times. 8. Breathe in slowly and fully through the right nostril. Hold the left one closed if necessary, feeling the stomach balloon out as you do so. Hold it a moment, then exhale slowly through the mouth, flattening the stomach as you do so. This exercise moves all the stale air from the bottom of the lungs. Do this 3 times. Repeat the last exercise. This time breathing in through the left nostril and out through the right nostril. Do this 3 times. If you were sitting, now you can lie down, keeping the spine straight. Meditation Part 2. Relax your body while breathing deeply. As you inhale and exhale, do the following. First, release all tension from your legs, starting with your toes and the soles of your feet. Then move upwards, relaxing your ankles, calf muscles, and shins. Relax your knees, then focus on your thighs. Second, relax your hips and waists. your abdomen and lower back. Then move up the spine to your upper back. Relax your lungs and chest. Third, relax your shoulders and arms, elbows, wrists, hands, and fingertips. Fourth, relax your head and all the muscles in the neck. Relax your jaw and face muscles. Relax your eyes and forehead. Release all tension from the crown of your head. Fifth, scan your body. You feel any remaining pockets of tension of pain or pain. Imagine as you breathe that your breath is connecting with the tension elsewhere in your body, mistaking that tension away as you exhale. Sixth, relax your mind. Let any thoughts, worries, or concerns from the day drift away as you exhale. Seventh, release any unwanted feelings, emotions, and memories as you exhale. Eighth, look into yourself and find inner satisfaction and peace of mind. Later on, we will introduce our exercises that include affirmations or visualizations. But for now, don't think about anything. Just relax. Meditation end. Physical well-being, it's important that you end each meditation period with a reawakening of the physical and conscious selves. They should be done in the reverse order to the method for relaxation. Command each section of your body to awaken refreshed, vibrant, and healthy. Alternatively, if you are meditating before bedtime, command each section of your body to stay relaxed and gain strength during the night. By doing this, you will awaken refreshed, vibrant, and healthy. Once you have mastered this basis of meditation, you can start creating variations that address your needs and wants at any given moment. In this first meditation exercise, we let our mind wander freely. This moment, however, is a moment of power, and this power can be released both by affirmation and visualization. These are ultimately the tools of reality creation. Affirmation. Affirmations are words or phrases that are said over and over in order to affirm thoughts about our reality. Such affirmations help trigger the subconscious mind into action. It's often said that a lie, repeated enough times, eventually becomes the truth. Well, what you are affirming is not a lie, just a future state that you are enabling to happen. Clearly, if a lie can become the truth, then your affirmation is bound to succeed. During our lives, we think and say things to and about ourselves over and over again. Through sustained repetition, these thoughts form beliefs that in turn become our reality. In this way, we develop fears about a host of issues such as money, illness, our bodies, and relationships. However, since we created these realities, we also have the power to change them. Affirmations are positive statements recited in the present tense with attention, desire, and conviction. So, if you want to be richer, your affirmation should be I am rich, not I will be rich, or I am not poor. I will be rich is not as effective because it implies that this will happen in the future. And since you are in the now, what you are seeking will always elude you. I am not poor is also incorrect. Although the use of the present tense is correct in this statement, the negative use of the word not has no place in an affirmation, which should always be positive. If you were to use this statement as an affirmation, your mind would resist focusing on the not and just absorb I am poor, which would clearly be a counterproductive exercise. Affirmations are messages sent to your higher consciousness and to the universe. When we become convinced we can create reality in a certain way, then we can. Doubt is the only obstacle in reality creation. So doubt should be removed. Affirmations can be repeated at any time. For instance, while you're waiting in line at the supermarket checkout, in the car, or taking a shower. However, they are most powerful when repeated during meditation on an inhale-exhale basis. Here is an affirmation meditation. The author loves to do so. Exercise 3. Affirmation meditation. Bring yourself to a meditative state, but then, instead of just letting your mind wander, inhale and say, I am. Then, as you exhale, say whatever it is you desire. I say, I am divine perfection, or I am love and joy, or I am bliss and peace. You can affirm whatever it is you desire and be sure that the universe will conspire to make it happen. Visualization. A visualization, which works in the same way as an affirmation, is a mental picture of a desired state, and is especially powerful when accompanied by a feeling. For example, if you aspire to be wealthy, you could imagine yourself flying first class en route to an exotic holiday, or checking out your bulging bank account. If you're convinced that this is to become your state, then there will be an added reason of excitement that will help the universe guide you to it. Of course, the best results are achieved when we practice visualization during meditation. Consider the following. Exercise 4. Visualization meditation. Bring yourself to a meditative state, and then instead of just letting your mind wander, Visualize whatever it is you desire. Hold the picture in your mind for a while and then release it, allowing the universe to conspire to make it happen. We are what we think. All that we are arises with our thoughts. With our thoughts, we make the world. Therefore, rid your mind of any negative thoughts, such as failure, disease, inadequacy, or poverty. Your thoughts are messages to the universe. Whatever you fill your mind with is transformed into your reality. Everything is energy, and energy cannot be destroyed, only transformed. Consequently, positive thoughts will be transformed into a positive reality, and negative thoughts into a negative reality. Controlling your thoughts creates the reality you desire. Harm no one. If you have tested what is written above and judged it to be true, you've just equipped yourself with one of the most powerful reality creation tools. This way of creating a world is true magic. Your power. You can create anything. But having realized this, bear in mind that in reality creation, there's but one rule. Hear it, harm none. Do as you will. You can create anything you desire as long as you do not harm anybody, including yourself. Clearly, the definition of harming is open to interpretation. But if, for example, you want to make two people fall in love with each other, this could simply entail visualizing them together living happily ever after. You should ask them for their permission first. However, if your friend tells you she really wants to be happily married, you can do the mental work of attracting the right partner to her without selecting a specific person. The where, when, and how of meditation. The where. You can meditate anywhere, but ideally it should be somewhere where you can relax and where you won't be disturbed. Be sure to wear comfortable clothes or none at all, and switch your mobile phone off. You might find meditating somewhere outdoors, like at a seaside or on a mountain top, especially powerful. But you can also train yourself to meditate in less glamorous settings, such as at the office, on a plane or train, or in the car as a passenger. The when, day or night. The best time to meditate is the time that feels most natural and comfortable to you. You might find yourself to be more receptive at night when the moon is out and you can light some candles. I tend to find meditation to be most powerful just before I go to bed. This time of the day, just before your unconscious mind awakes and your conscious mind goes to sleep, is a good time to get in touch with your higher self. In this receptive state, your mind can be commanded to reveal the answer to a particular question, either while you sleep or immediately upon waking. The how. A good way to start meditating is by trying and by customizing established techniques until you find one that works best for you. Listen to your body and let your inner self guide you. You may choose to meditate in silence or with a musical accompaniment. If you choose the latter, make sure you pick music that enhances your experience and isn't too distracting. You might also seek to increase your mental powers by using music with subliminal messages that communicate directly with your subconscious mind, bypassing your conscious judgment. Magic is creating your reality via meditation, affirmation, and visualization. It all boils down to mental work. However, this mental work can sometimes turn out to be something quite unexpected. You might have summoned so much energy that you suddenly feel the urge to dance or jump up and down. You may feel like you're living in some kind of parallel universe, and it might feel great. However, at some point, you'll want to come back to the real world or get rid of all this energy. The removing of excess energy is called grounding. Exercise 5. Cakes and Ale. Cakes and ale refers to grounding, to moving from the magical world to the reality we live in. This process is designed to show our appreciation of the great mental abilities we have been blessed with, as well as to get rid of the excess energy that we have raised during our mental work. As the name suggests, it traditionally involves having something to eat and drink, cake and ale. For example, but you could opt instead to touch the ground with your palm, release the spare energy into the earth. Alternatively, you might choose to have sex, work out, or go to sleep. Cake and ale means good things in life. So choose something that makes you feel good. Gratitude. Whenever we are appreciative, we are filled with a sense of well-being swept up by the feeling of joy. By M.J. Ryan. The last day of October is when Halloween is being celebrated by people of all faiths. Halloween has roots in the Celtic festival of Samhain, which celebrates the end of the lighter half of the year and the beginning of the darker half, thus marking the Celtic beginning of the new year. It was said that on this day the border between this world and the other world grew so thin that the spirits were able to pass through. This belief has influenced numerous cultures around the world, which as a result have come to celebrate and remember the dead. Some people might consider this to be a time of sadness, a time to shed tears as we remember loved ones who have passed away. For me, it's a time of reflection and a time to express gratitude for every moment we live, for every person we encounter, for every gift we receive, every lesson we learn, and for every smile we see. Let's express gratitude. It's the gateway to happiness. Gratitude in science. Over the past quarter century, unprecedented progress has been made in understanding the biological, psychological, and social basis of human emotions. As psychologists further unravel the complexities of emotions, gaps in understanding are revealed. One of those gaps concerns the psychology of gratitude. A distinguished emotions researcher recently commented that if a prize were given for the emotion most neglected by psychologists, gratitude would surely be among the contenders. In the history of ideas, The concept of gratitude has had a long lifespan, but in the history of psychology, a relatively short past. For centuries, gratitude has been portrayed by theologians, moral philosophers, and writers as an indispensable manifestation of virtue, an excellence of character. For example, gratitude is not only a highly prized human disposition in Jewish, Christian, Muslim, Buddhist, and Hindu thought, it is deemed an unrivaled quality in these traditions, essential for living life well. The consensus among the world's religious and ethical writers is that people are morally obligated to feel and express gratitude in response to receive benefits. For example, Adam Smith, a legendary economist and philosopher, proposed that gratitude is a vital civic virtue, absolutely essential for the healthy functioning of societies. Gratitude has been defined in a number of ways throughout history. The German philosopher Immanuel Kant described it as honoring a person because of the kindness he has done us. Scottish philosopher Thomas Browne defined gratitude as that delightful emotion of love to him, who has conferred a kindness on us, the very feeling of which itself no small part of the benefit conferred. German theologian Dietrich Bonhoeffer wrote, in ordinary life, we hardly realize that we receive a great deal more than we give, and that it's only with gratitude that life becomes rich. Gratitude is a prayer. It's a joyful and selfless expression of thankfulness from within. Whenever you are in a state of gratitude and appreciation, you are focusing your thoughts and energy on the beauty and abundance that is already present in your life. You are sending a clear message to the universe that this is what you would like to experience more of. There is no greater prayer than one of sincere, heartfelt love, appreciation, and gratitude. These pure emotions are of the highest vibrational frequency, and though the law of attraction, they will automatically attract even more to be thankful for. They create a vibrational match for all the beauty and abundance that the universe has to offer. Gratitude, like any other phenomenon, can be explored from various angles. The Buddhist word for gratitude, katanuta, consists of two parts, kata, which means that which has been done, especially that which has been done to oneself, and anuta, which means knowing or recognizing. Katanuta therefore translates as knowing or recognizing what has been done to one, or more precisely, knowing and recognizing what has been done to one for one's benefit. While gratitude has emotional connotations, we feel grateful. For example, Katanuta is more intellectual, more cognitive. The sort of gratitude implied with this word involves an element of knowledge of what has been done to us or for us, for our benefit. In short, if we do not know that something has benefited us, we will not feel gratitude. So again, it all boils down to awareness. When you are aware of all the wonderful things in your life, you can be grateful for them. And when you are grateful, you become attuned to this high vibration, which in turn attracts more of these good things. Although gratitude is something that anyone can experience, some people seem to feel grateful more often than others. People who tend to experience gratitude the most also tend to be happier, more helpful and forgiving, and less depressed than their less grateful counterparts. Through quantum physics, we now know that everything there is vibrational matter. All matter is energy made up of subatomic particles and atoms. Through this unified energy field, our thoughts resonate and project based on our feelings, emotions, and thoughts. This determines our vibration frequency that is broadcast from us out into the universe. This is our own unique vibrational signal. It's the signature that we resonate that's answered and returned to us. Physicists have discovered that there's an awful lot of empty space within even the most solid looking objects. Similarly, there is a growing consensus that the events and circumstances of our lives unfold in much less unpredictable and haphazard ways than previously thought. These misapprehensions have occurred because our perception of the world is obtained through the decidedly unreliable filter of our five senses. In reality, everything is comprised of particles moving in a constant dance of energy. At times, these particles collide and either ricochet off in another direction or fuse together into different forms with different characteristics. All of these happens in accordance with the thoughts that have formed them, the very thoughts that are going on in your own head. Without thoughts to form them, these particles are merely inert ingredients in our universal soup, waiting around to be formed into something by your mind. Your mind is constantly pulling apart and rearranging this energy to construct the life that you experience. If you are unaware of this or unaware of the power you have to affect matter with your mind, then you may carelessly allow thoughts and their embodied energies to flow around in your head without any order. These can cause experiences in your life to happen that you would certainly never have consciously chosen. Gratitude by ancient Hawaiians. The ancient Hawaiians well understood the power of gratitude, which they have been practicing for many centuries through blessings. They concluded that the secret for attaining true health, happiness, prosperity, and success is to bless everyone and everything that represents what you want. This secret is at the heart of the aloha spirit. Not only does this describe the attitude of friendly acceptance for which the Hawaiian Islands are famous, it also refers to a powerful way to resolve any problem, accomplish any goal, and to achieve any state of mind or body that you desire. In the Hawaiian language, aloha means much more than just hello, or goodbye, or love. Its deeper meaning is the joyful oha, sharing alo of life energy, ha, in the present alo. As you share this energy, you become attuned to the universal power that the Hawaiians call mana. The loving use of this incredible power is the secret for attaining true health, happiness, prosperity, and success. The way to tune into mana and have it work for you is remarkably simple, but to gain its full benefits, you should practice it regularly and frequently. Bless everyone and everything that represents what you want. That's all there is to it. Clearly, though, something so simple needs explaining. To bless something means to give recognition or emphasis to a positive quality, characteristic, or condition, with the intent of what is recognized or emphasized will increase, endure, or come into being. Blessing is effective in changing your life or getting what you want for three reasons. First, the positive focus of your mind steers off the positive, creative force of the power of the universe. Second, it moves your own energy outward, allowing more of the power to come through you. Third, when you bless for the benefit of others instead of directly for yourself, you tend to bypass any subconscious fears about what you want for yourself. Also, the very focus on the blessing acts to increase the same good in your life. What's so beautiful about this process is that the blessing you do for others helps you as well. Blessing may be done with imagery or touch, but the easiest and most common way to do it is with words. The main kinds of verbal blessings are admiration. This is the giving of compliments or praise to something good that you have become aware of. For example, what a beautiful sunset. I like that flower. You're such a wonderful person. Affirmation. This is a specific statement of blessing for increase of endurance. For example, thank you for helping me. I bless the beauty of this tree. Blessed be the health of your body. Appreciation. This is an expression of gratitude that something good exists or has happened. For example, I give thanks to the rain for nourishing the land. Anticipation. This is blessing for the future. For example, we're going to have a great picnic. I bless your increased income. Thank you for my perfect mate. I wish you a happy journey. May the wind be always at your back. To gain maximum benefit from blessing, you will have to give up or cut down dramatically on the one thing that negates it, cursing. This doesn't mean swearing or saying bad words. It refers to the opposite of blessing, criticizing instead of admiring, doubting instead of affirming, blaming instead of appreciating, and worrying instead of anticipating with trust. Whenever you do any of these things, they tend to cancel out some of the effects of blessing. So the more you curse, the harder it will be, and the longer it will take to reap the rewards from a blessing. On the other hand, the more you bless, the less will be the harm you cause by cursing. Blessings. Exercise 6. Practice the ancient Hawaiian technique that leads you to true happiness. Bless everyone and everything that represents what you want as often as you can. Here are some ideas for blessing various needs and desires. Apply them as often as you like, as much as you want. Health. Bless healthy people, animals, and even plants. Everything that is well made or well constructed, and everything that expresses abundant energy. Happiness. Bless all that is good, all the good that's in all people and all things. All the signs of happiness that you see, hear, or feel in people or animals, and all potentials for happiness that you notice around you. Prosperity. Bless all the signs of prosperity in your environment, including everything that money helps to make or do, or all the money that you have in any form, and all the money that circulates in the world. Success. Bless all signs of achievement and completion, such as buildings, bridges, and sports events. All arrivals at destinations of ships, planes, trains, cars, and people. All signs of forward movement or persistence, and all signs of enjoyment or fun. Confidence. Bless all signs of confidence in people and animals. All signs of strength in people, animals, and objects, including steel and concrete. All signs of stability, like mountains and tall trees. And all signs of purposeful power, including big machines, power lines. Walang quiz, Sisi. Nagbabasa lang. Love and friendship. Bless all signs of caring and nurturing, compassion and support. All harmonious relationships in nature and architecture. Everything that is connected to or gently touching something else. All signs of cooperation, as in games or work, and all signs of laughter and fun. Bless all the members of Team Ocho. To our mentor and to our leader. So this is the end of our reading, live reading, because I will have a class after a few minutes. Salamat, Cicely! We will continue this maybe next time. Thank you so much for meeting in the house.